what we're going to want to do first is pull in our Elf Quarantine SVG file. So come over here to Upload, click on it, go to Upload Image, Browse out to where you saved your file. Make sure you're pulling in the SVG file. We have our cut image, so we want to upload that. Select it over here, add it to Canvas. What we're going to want to do next is we're going to make sure we size it to the right size to fit our jar. So first, go ahead and measure your jar. I'm going to want to take the width, change it to 3.5. Now that I've done that, I'm going to ungroup. I'm going to pull these numbers away. They're the right size now if you want to use them inside the days left snowflake. Go ahead and regroup them and hide them because we don't need them now. If you want to print them out later, that's fine. But right now we're just going to focus on getting the design done for the jar. Oops, and I'm going to go ahead and so I don't make that mistake again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to regroup this. So this is all in one place. It doesn't come apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look. My height is 4.752. That fits on my jar. Make sure you measure your height as well and that both your width and your height fit on your jar. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add little guides to help me layer this vinyl onto the jar. So I'm going to see how many different colors I have in my design. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. So I'm going to come over here to Shapes. I'm going to select the square. I'm going to make my square smaller, and I'm going to put it here off to the side, right about here. I don't want it too big. I don't want to use up too much vinyl using this method. So right here, a little square off to the side. And then what I'm going to do, since I have 5 different colors, I'm going to select the whole thing, including the square. I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate this. So I have 5 different images with my square. Okay, now what I want to do is in each image, I want to make the square that color and delete off all the other colors in that image. So I'm going to start over here at the top, which is actually the last one that I duplicated. So I'm going to select this square, I'm going to come over to the color, and this first one I'm going to make red. So I'm going to ungroup, and I'm going to be careful that I don't move the square, because if I move the square then it's not going to be lined up in everything. So I'm going to ungroup, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to select every color that's not red and delete it out of just this first SVG. And you can tell where the next design starts because you'll run into the square. Now when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and select this whole thing, which is just my reds, and I'm going to hit attach. If you don't do that, then the square is going to float away. So let's go ahead and make it. And what I'm going to do is I am going to send this to my Cricut, not using a vinyl setting. I'm going to change the setting to holographic vinyl for the majority of these. If you use holographic vinyl, it cuts just a little bit deeper and it's easier to weed. And we're going to use that for all except the black, because the black is very text heavy and I'm going to use a different setting for that. It's the washi setting. Let's go ahead and search holographic. And make sure you don't get the iron-on holographic. That's a different ball game. We want the premium vinyl holographic. For the black, we're going to want to change the setting to the washi setting. So I'm going to just move my custom dial off and on it, so it'll give you the option to make a different selection. If you have the maker, you don't have the dial. So we're going to browse all materials, and we're going to search for washi. And I'm going to select the washi sheet. And I'm also going to change the pressure to more. And now for the red vinyl, we're going to change it back to the holographic setting. So again, if you have the dial, go over, flip it off of custom, flip it back on custom, and then it brings up the browse again. And I'm going to do premium vinyl holographic.